Senator Chuck Schumer announced he's placing a hold on all Department of Justice political nominees after President Trump announced he's accepting a $400 million Boeing jumbo jet from Qatar. Here are the details. Donald Trump is accepting the jet, which will be used as Air Force One during his presidency and then transferred to the Trump Presidential Library Foundation after he leaves office. Reports indicate Attorney General Pam Bondi signed off on the deal, stating it doesn't violate federal law. So Schumer is placing a hold on all DOJ nominees until he gets an explanation.
How is this gift not naked corruption? The Attorney General must testify before both the House and Senate to explain why gifting Donald Trump a private jet does not violate the Emoluments Clause, which requires congressional approval, or any ethics law.
The Emoluments Clause prohibits anyone in government from accepting a present from any king, prince, or foreign state without congressional consent. According to ABC News, Attorney General Bondi signed off on a plan to get around that. It would not be considered a present to Trump because it would belong to the federal government, then his Presidential Library Foundation. She also claims it's not a bribe because it's not dependent on a formal act.
What is most chilling about this brazen bribe and the national security betrayal is how openly Donald Trump is doing it. How he is lying about the need for this aircraft and the risks involved.
Schumer's hold will significantly delay or could even halt confirmations for DOJ nominees because the Senate would have to go through a time-consuming process to get them approved. They don't want to do that. They want to go through the legislative agenda and they want to get judicial nominees approved very quickly. There are currently 7 pending nominations, including Associate Attorney General, Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Division, and Director of the U.S. Marshals Service. There are at least a dozen other positions for which no one is yet nominated. Schumer also wants the DOJ's Foreign Agent Registration Act unit to disclose all activities by Qatari foreign agents inside the U.S. that could benefit the president or the Trump organizations. Republicans largely don't think there's anything wrong with gifting the jet.
At the end of the day, they're trying to be nice with an American-made product.
Although Senator Josh Hawley said the new Air Force One should be built from scratch right here in America.
I think maybe the thing to do is to say, hey, we appreciate it, but there's a lot of other things you could help us out with, like stopping coddling Islamic fundamentalist terrorists in their own country, the Qataris that is, and we got, it's worth the investment here in this country to build a big, beautiful jet here in the United States. So,
according to ABC News, the jet will be transferred to the Presidential Library by January 2029, and all costs associated with the transfer will be covered by the Air Force. I'm Ray Bogan for Straight Arrow News. For more reporting, download the SAN app.